I'm looking for something to talk about. Hey everybody, M.A. Baxter here. Friends call me Andy, so I hope you do too. I'm kind of struggling a little bit today on what to talk about. I went through my normal news channels and everything, and the most interesting thing that I could find this morning was a fact that Joe and Jill Biden ordered the exact same meal at an Italian restaurant, which I personally could care less about that. What do you guys want to talk about? Leave me a comment down below. Ask me some questions. I did want to go over a couple of things that came up last week. Me and my wife, we were talking about some different issues in church and going to church and choosing a church, what to look for and what we were looking for in a church. And it's really complicated. You know, you go to a church and you become a part of this congregation and this family, and you make friends and you make connections, and something happens that disturbs that, whether a preacher leaves, a church splits. I've been through 2 church splits now, and those are never nice or proper, I believe. And it's really, really tough to find that group of people that you feel comfortable with, especially like in my wife's case. She suffers from some anxiety issues and things, and fortunately the good Lord has put the right people in our lives to help her with that. But it's still something, you know, that we have to deal with. So what we're looking for in a church, we've come to the conclusion, we're not looking for the external. We're not looking for what can the church do for us. You know, we're looking for the message. We're looking for a preacher who preaches sound biblical doctrine, who we don't have to necessarily be concerned about, is this his particular interpretation of the words, and can it be twisted to fit cultural ideologies or whatever. We're looking for somebody that said, this is the truth, this is what the Lord said, and so we're going to believe it, because that's kind of where I'm at in my life now. If God said it, I'm going to believe it. And so we're trying to find something like that. We found a couple. We've been visiting churches for quite a long time. It's very, very odd out here right now in church world. And don't take this as an insult. Don't take this as a knock. Like I said, I'm as deep into my belief as I've ever been in my life. But there are some churches that we think are trying to become the Joel Osteen church, when we don't need another Joel Osteen church. We don't need that. We need revival. We need churches that are preaching the truth. We need churches that are being the church, that are living the church, and not doing it for a YouTube post or an Instagram post or Facebook post or something like that. We need churches that are going on missions because there's a need. We need churches that are helping their local community. We visited one church, and this church, there was a big push for mission work, and everybody was on fire to do mission work, and seemed to feel that there was something going on in this church when it came to mission work. And as I started asking questions, there was some very low income, very economically depressed area right around the church. And I started inquiring about what are we doing in this community. And they were like, well, we're not worried about that. We're worried about this overseas mission right now. And that's not the way it should go, guys. Let's take care of our back porch and our front porch, and let's take care of what's right next door. And when we can get our community right, then let's start talking about missions afield. And yeah, there's a need there, and there are churches that can do that perfectly. I guess what I'm saying is churches need to know their role. And your role as a church and as a church leader may not be to be a mega church. It may not be to be the guy that is writing 10 books a year and going on talk shows and everything. You know, you might be the guy that's got to roll up his sleeves and get a little dirty. And if you're not willing to accept that about yourself, maybe you need to get back in the Word a little bit and do a little soul searching and a lot of praying about it. Anyways, that's all I got today, folks. I hope that wasn't too heavy. If you like what I'm putting out, please like the videos. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. I've got some kind of cool stuff going on right now that I'm getting some information. I'm a big proponent for our young people. And I'm a big proponent on, I think that this country is the best place on the planet to be, and the opportunities are just falling off the shelf right now. I'm putting together a little list of some different opportunities that are out there right now that don't require a whole lot. They require a lot of sacrifice and dedication upon an individual's part to get to this position, get these jobs and hold these jobs. But, the education requirements are very minimal. So anyways, I think that's what we need to hear too. So anyway, folks, that's it for me today. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.